that's doing 4C in Denver. I mean, my point to, Ira and I were talking about it is that, as many cranes as he has comes out, and it's like, build the rigging, raise all the damn doors, get it done next.
He'll get it.
I don't know. My outlook is just different. But in all fairness, I'm not a salvager. So.
What do you think about him trying to get the equipment terminal plug out?
Well, that was a smart move. I mean, I got a kick when his girlfriend, or I don't know if it's his girlfriend or his wife, but she's got that front end loader that they had forks on it. They're trying to get the plug pulled out, and of course that's not going to work. And I didn't understand they had that other crane out, and the crane was capable of lifting, the elevator doors and the plug. But what got me is they don't bring heavy enough rigging, so they keep breaking the rigging. I mean, I'm sorry. God, and again, I'm not trying to be overly critical, but, that's a screw-up, a monumental screw-up. I just couldn't get over that.
What's
you bring
the
a
equipment
crane
terminal?
capable of lifting the doors, but your rigging is half the rate.
What's holding the equipment terminal doors or the plug in there?
I've heard every excuse that, they're askew and they just won't open. I don't buy that bullshit.
What's holding it closed?
I'm sorry?
What's holding the equipment terminal plug closed?
I know somebody told them. I tried to nicely tell Nick right in the comment that, Nick, these are the things I would do. I'm going to show you how to do it on 4. Okay?
What do you think's holding it closed? Concrete? I mean, what's sealed the equipment terminal
I just don't think they
plug?
have big enough rigging. I don't think they have big enough rigging. They have big enough cranes.
What's sealing it,
though? For the crane to the doors themselves just kept breaking, just like on the plug to the equipment terminal.
What the hell is making it so sealed, though?
Well, that's a good question. It could just be the years it was in there. It's askew. It's on an angle. It's a plug.
You said something else.
Here's going to be my argument of what he's doing. All right. And again, I don't know, Bryce, you be the judge if you want to put this online or not.
I'll edit this out if you don't want to say that.
All he's doing, look, you're going to pull those plugs for one reason and one reason only. He's going to salvage the living shit out of those equipment terminals. Okay? You mark my words.
A bunch of shit. All right.
Yep.
Just salvage a bunch of shit.
I don't know if it's the swiftest move. Ira and I had a lengthy conversation this morning. It was ironic. And we were talking just exactly about that. And Ira's point was, Gary, why didn't he just build a rigging for every door he wanted open? You bring the crane out, raise the first one, then go to the second set of rigging, raise the second one. It's real slick, right? He had a 275-ton crane, for God's sakes. He's going to make the silo doors on an Atlas F are 75 tons, 100 and some tons for each door on a Titan 1. Come on, he should have lifted those like they were a cork. You know what I mean? This is, I don't even know what to say to that.
You're making a video channel. You got to have entertainment, blah, blah, blah.
Maybe that's what he's looking at, but I'm sorry, I don't. Number one is, and I know his videographer. He talks to me.
So there's no way, if that plug was untampered, you can't get water in there. If the plug was untampered.
Look, I've got a photograph. You'll see it on Siloworld of 568, the beta.
Yep.
I'm with my little cousin. We're looking up at the underside of the plug, and you can see the growth through the years that has come down between the plug and the neoprene seal.
How about the other two? How about the other two?
You know, I don't know on that.
I'm not testing you. I'm not testing you. I'm just questioning the goat. That's all.
No, but I mean, I just don't. I don't even remember. I couldn't tell you if it was launcher 1, 2, or 3.
I got you.
I just remember shooting that shot, looking up at it, seeing the growth.
Yeah.
You know, it almost looked like a stalactite.
Damn.
Okay. That had been formed coming down that was like 2 feet, Damn. 2.5 feet. And you see at the Hermosa site in Ellsworth, they've removed those. And it's really bad because, God, who was telling me? It was Bill Huey's friend. Sakella was his last name.
Matt Sakella.
Yeah, Matt. Matt told me the story when he walked up to Hermosa, and he said all of a sudden he sees this, and there's snow on the ground.
The snake.
And everything around the plug to the equipment terminal is just, it's very tight. It's all sliding right down to it, right? So as he gets inside of it and goes around and goes through the standard way to get into the Type 1, and he gets all the way, I want to say it was launcher 2, all the way at the end. And he gets in and he looks on the upper level of that equipment terminal, underneath where that plug has been removed. And here are all the cattle carcasses that have fallen down in there.
That's awesome.
Oh, I know. I'll never forget Matt telling me that years ago. But, you know, I think now it's, of course, I think they repaired that. It's no longer that way. I mean, I'm not sure why or who. I mean, at one respect, it was said that I want to say the community, it was turned over to the community for the water, as they may have gone through and, you know, sealed those areas up. But I just remember that being said. And I don't, you know, back on poor Nick, I mean, sometimes I think this is a scam. You know, it's just like the latest. Bryce, I couldn't watch it. And I was telling this to Ira this morning. I just couldn't. I mean, he's nothing more than a salvager. That's all he's doing is going back through now. And Ira's like going, Gary, why in the hell is he tearing down the petitions? Those are good metal petitions in launch ops. And I mean, exactly. It's just the same. You know, I'd be careful, Bryce, that he's not going to pull an Fuhrer and do what they did to Sturgis. Okay?
No, he won't tear down the what's underground. He's going to get
I don't know. I wouldn't put much by this guy. I just wouldn't, man. I mean, I hear that he wants to. he's going to build a museum, right? I mean, okay.
Well, hell, he would have. He would have
a museum underground in the launch ops that was gorgeous.
He's going to put the museum above ground. Above ground.
He ain't got no shit to put in it, and what he does is not worth. Okay, he's got part of the console. I mean, he's got some neat stuff, but come on, Bryce. I don't know.
He ain't gonna tear it down. That's gonna be doomsday.
Well, I'm kidding. Well,
but to put a museum up top.
I hope look, it's like with Larry Hall. I mean, I wish him all a lot of luck. If that's
fuck Larry Hall.
I just, you know, at the end of the day, I just see it. It's another one. You know, I mean, that just had a beautiful launch ops. It just did.
Well, you don't know about Tescott. I bet Tescott looked bad from aerials in the last 20 years. I've been looking at it for the last 20 years, and Tescott looked horrible.
Uh-huh.
I don't know about underground. It probably looked pretty fucking good, but he's done gutted that too. So Who knows?
I don't think he'd have much left. I mean, Fred Epler told me once he was in Tescott. Fred had some pictures. I don't think I ever saw them, but I don't know.
Why was 11?
I'm sorry?
Why was 11 so good compared to Tescott?
Well, I mean, yeah, but then you got Bennington. I mean, and my buddy there in Denver, he told me that what they were using the silo, can you imagine if this is true? And somewhere I read it, and I just can't think of where, and I don't know where I put a copy of it or digitized it and saved it, but there used to be a storage facility for spent nerve gas cartridges and casings. Can you fucking imagine?
What was that, from Hitler?
Oh, for the love of God, and somebody gets down there dick fucking around. You know, it's just like that New York site. Was it Sugar Bush? That the guy got down there, the salvager, and he hit a live fucking round with his torch. And he got killed, and then the family sues the shit out of the owners. I mean, that's a fact. That's a true story.
I like Sugar Bush.
I mean, I just laughed at it. I'm sorry the guy got killed, but the other side of me says, weren't you looking where you were putting that acetylene and oxygen torch? God damn. I mean, come on. Hit a live round? Damn.
They ought to know better than that.
I really do. God. I don't know.
The
really good ones are gone, Bryce. There's not, I don't know.
Plattsburgh's
another 20, 40 years, it's all the dynamics are all going to change. See, it's all going to be, I don't know.
Well, nobody's going to care anymore.
Well, I don't know. I think you're doing a good job. I think there's still going to be, it's small.